So, I've got a brand new deck today, and I'm really excited about this particular Oracle deck. Hello, Stacy the Black Feather Intuitive, and welcome to another segment of Black Feather Couture, Divining a VIP Life. We are oracling it today. And what do our guides, what does our Divine Dream Team want us to know? What are they trying to teach us for this month? And I feel like this month we really could use some serious support. So I'm really banking on this. I'm hanging on every word. And we're going to pull from the Sacred Light Oracle from Anna Stark. I always enjoy this deck. The imagery is really, really cool. So let's see what they're trying to teach us. Oh, interesting. So we have a number 4, the Ascension Flame. Liberation, a sense of greater purpose, high expectations. The thing that's standing out to me here is the high expectations. I feel like we need to raise the bar on what it is that we are allowing ourselves to receive. You know, we live in a world where often we lower our expectations because it's a defense mechanism to try and make sure that we aren't hurt. That if we don't have high expectation, then we don't get disappointed. But I'm hearing from our guides that gone are the days of that this is a month where we need to raise the bar. We need to go big or go home. We need to get real with ourselves about what it is that we really want. I feel that this is an invitation to ask for what you want. Yes, we can ask for what we need, but ask for what you want and be unapologetic about it. You know, just like my radio show, Transform Unapologetically, Phoenix Revolution. The Ascension Flame is there for everyone. It's not something that is only available to a choice few. You don't have to run a marathon in order to be able to achieve it. We're all on our own ascension path. So this is about saying, okay, if everything burns away really quickly to make room for the things that we are bringing into our path, bringing into being, then it stands to reason that you can set your sights higher because it's going to happen. What would you do if you knew that everything was going to work out exactly the way it needed to for you to live your highest and best life? What would you do differently? What decisions would you make? How high would you set your bar? And think of it this way. Source energy is available to everyone, and source energy and our angels and guides, they see everything. They see things from a perspective that we don't. I always like to say we look up and we see things that are around us, but our scope is limited, right? This is the extension of what we can experience. But they're looking at the whole picture. They're seeing all the moving parts. So they have information, they have ways that we don't to make things happen. They know things we don't know. So trust in that power, trust in that truth. If you can lean into that and you say, okay, that's part of the ascension process, is to recognize that everything's going to work out exactly the way it needs to for me to get to where it is that I need to be. So I don't have to waste the worry on that. I just lean into the energy, the frequency. I lean into this ascension flame, burning away what no longer serves so that I've got a clear path for what I am inviting and calling in to my experience. It also says here, liberation and a sense of greater purpose. The liberation is really powerful, and I talk about that a lot, especially with transformation. We talk a lot about freedom. Yes, freedom is important. Freedom is something we definitely want to be able to step into and connect with. But liberation is freedom on steroids. Liberation says there's nothing holding me back. There's nothing that can stop me from getting to where it is that I want to be. Set the bar high, because that is where the liberation occurs. We are all at a space and a place right now where it is about breakthrough. And I feel like that's the energy of what we're stepping into, is breakthrough. If you knew you were going to have a breakthrough, what would you do differently than what you're doing now by saying, ooh, I'm a little, and I'm not sure, and maybe I should, and maybe I shouldn't. Be decisive. Again, set the bar high, be decisive and determined. Know like you know, in the heart of you, in the core of you, that it's going to work out. And just move forward with that. Be in that truth. That is the ascension flame. Remember, sometimes it can be hot when we are ascending. That flame can feel a bit uncomfortable when things are burning away, but it's only uncomfortable when we are attached to something that is no longer serving us. So if you are starting to feel a little bit of the heat, take a look at where you are attaching, where you're hanging on for dear life, and step instead into that space of liberation. I release it, and therefore now I am free. I am liberated. There's nothing holding me back, and I can go and do whatever it is and wherever it is that I want to go and do. Wow. The number 4, just really briefly, number 4 is foundational, but it's also manifestation. And if we are setting our sights higher, if we are raising the bar, you want to be very clear, be pure of thought, because your thoughts become things when you connect them to a feeling. So be pure of thought, and then really be connected to, this is really what I want. This is the desire, and this is how I'm going to feel when I achieve it. Don't focus on that. I don't know how it's going to work, and I'm a little bit afraid of the process. Don't hang on to that. Hang on instead to that future memory that you're creating. I feel this now that I have that. And that's going to serve you well. All right, that is our oracle for this segment. As always, sending you guys so much love. If you like what you see here, like, subscribe, and click the bell on my YouTube channel. Check out my Blue Sky. Would love to see you there and connect with you on a regular basis. If you are struggling, maybe you are doing some of this ascension flame and it's burning and it's really hot and you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to navigate these waters. Click on the link below. Book a session. I would love to connect and be of service with you guys one-on-one. Let's get to the heart of the matter and get you through that ascension process so that you can soar. Transform well. So I've got a brand new deck today, and I'm really excited about this particular oracle deck.